Disclaimer: the Care device blower is not a medical equipment, and the manufacturer and speaker provides no medical advice. Users understand that the device is not intended to be used as a medical device or for diagnostic purposes on which reliance should be placed. Its use is not intended to be relied upon in lieu of medical treatment or advice by a trained medical care practitioner. Users understand that they use the Care blower at their own risk. Always consult your doctor or other healthcare professional with any questions regarding any medical condition or for specific guidance regarding the optimal use of the Care blower, nutrition, or physical activity. Thank you for your understanding and responsibility.
Good morning, and welcome to the future. My name is Faithlyn Grace Demasilio, and I am presenting to you from Tagaytay, Philippines. It's already a Friday here, but good evening to our friends joining us in the United States or in Canada. I know that it's probably late in the day or even towards evening to some of you. If you're joining us from the United States, please, if you can type in number 1 so that I know how many of you are actually about ready to rest. But anyway, if this is your first time, welcome to Prife International. That's the name of our company. And our vision, our mission is to allow for more people to achieve the prime of their life, whatever age they might have. So thank you for clicking on that Zoom link for that invitation that your friend or loved ones who care so much for you has given you. So thank you for joining the call. And if you have a testimony, a personal testimony, we'd love to hear it. Okay, if you could type in maybe letter M, if you have a testimony that you would like to share so that I could call on you in a while. We prefer that it's a first-hand testimony. So welcome everybody, and Prife International has really spread like wildfire. It's been a phenomenal growth for the company. And but we are barely scratching the surface. We're still at the pioneering stage of this global movement. So I call it a movement. It's more of an awareness before change kind of program. So it's not just a sales call. Of course, that's the bottom line, but this is more of a movement of a shift in mindset and really empowering more people to take control of their health and their wellness. So I hope that if this is your first time, you will be able to see and feel that this is a mission worth doing, okay? And it's a mission with commission. So welcome everybody. But of course, if you are just happy to be a user, then that's also good. So this is the Care product presentation, and we will be delving more into other products eventually, because we are really focused on not just the blowers. We want that we will really experience the ultimate health that is available to us. So this presentation was prepared by the CTO, Chief Training Officer Nathan Demasilio, but he is having a face-to-face training and presentation in the United States, so I will be doing it for tonight. But this is a really study, or more an exploration on how we can enjoy ultimate human health. But again, these products are not medical devices. Okay, if you need a proper diagnosis, if you need the help of a professional, please, you have them to do that. But this is really just going to be part of your lifestyle so that the body can achieve better health. So Prife International, again, the vision is to allow us to achieve the prime of our lives. And before we can really choose change, we have to first look into, like, take an audit. take a good look at how life is going right now. How is it for modern people? Why is it that in the ancient times, people are able to live a long life, like they age well, and then they just die in their sleep? But in the modern times, people are are hampered. People's lives are hampered, like their living life to the fullest is cut short because of a sickness or a disease, right? So most of the time when people die, the next question is, what did he die of? What was the sickness? What was the disease? It's like already a norm. And so that is not the way it was. And hoping that with this kind of awareness, we will have that desire for our future generation to have this reality altered. Like the modern people die because of sickness. We have to change that, and we can. Why? Because that is not the norm. It's just that we live in different environments, we eat different foods, so there's a lot of factors. But the good thing is that, you know what, all these lifestyle disease, all these diseases are caused by lifestyle. These chronic diseases, right, are caused by something we are doing. So actually, even though the datas are really scary, it should not make us feel like hopeless. There is a hope. Why? Because if we can change something with our lifestyle, then we can probably change the future. There is no hereditary disease, but what we inherit is the lifestyle. So if we can change something to that effect, then maybe, and if we can implement that lifestyle change in our households, then maybe the future generation will have a different reality. So if you are in on this mission, wow, that's gonna be great. You'll be doing your next generation a great thing. And the good news is that even if it's not, I'm saying it's a good news, but the good news is that even if you don't have all those lifestyle diseases yet, maybe you already experience pain. And why is it a good news? It's a good news because it means that your body is still able to communicate to you that there is a blockage. And blockage is one of the beginning stages of diseases, all this chronic sicknesses. So if you can handle the blockage, then there are more chances that it will not progress. But if you just allow it and numb the pain with your painkillers, then it will come to that. But again, that's a good news. When you feel there's pain, it means that there is a blockage and we can do something about it. So most of the diseases are from itises, that these are inflammation. So maybe you don't have those chronic diseases, but you still need to take a good look at your health situation when you already feel the pain. So again, that is a good news because it's your body communicating. And for the longest time now, humanity has been searching for the ultimate health hack. And so there's a lot of companies out there with food supplementation, and it is very good by itself. But the problem is that a lot of us still experience deficiency. And what is deficiency? The body cannot process the raw materials into the form that it can absorb. And so what happens is it's just a waste. We're not able to take advantage of that. And the good news is with a Prife International, we have a solution for that. So deficiency is the like earliest stage already in the process of sickness, in the process of diseases. So we even go back from the inflammation to the deficiency. So we need to tackle deficiency. Otherwise, the degeneration, the sickness, deterioration process of the body will continue. And this is the very good news. Nikola Tesla said that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you need to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And this applies even to our health. according to Dr. Joe Dispenza, that all diseases is a lowering of frequency. So yes, we are so used to, maybe there's a lump, these are the things that tell us we have a disease. Okay, but if we are inquiring really, all diseases is simply a lowering of frequency, because everything is energy. Energy is the building block of matter, of things in this universe. And so when we have this perspective, when we look at things in a deeper level, when we know that the body is actually full of energy, it's basically an energy field, that we are energy beings, that cells, which our organs are made up of cells, tissues, all right? Cells are actually deeper than that. And if we can get to the bottom of it, right, that cells have atoms, all right, if we can get to the deeper level, which is already the energy level, the good news is that when we alter that, we can even have an effect on our health. And so we become hopeful. There is hope. We feel more empowered. It's not a closed case situation, because we are energy beings. And so when we alter that at the energy level, not just cellular level, but energy level, then we can have more prospects of getting better and even living the best of our life. Basically, everything is vibrating. Either we're vibrating in a low vibration where we are sick, we are sad, we are scared, or we're vibrating in a higher level where there is joy, there's wellness. You know that everything is well, all is well, it is well. So everything is vibrating, and that is so empowering. And this secret healing system is actually available in everybody, in every human being. And that is so empowering to know that each one has their own healing system available. But not everybody is talking about it. That's why it's great to be in communities like this, because the multimedia, the mass multimedia, they're not talking about this. Okay, and so people need to know that it is within them. The greatest force in getting well is actually within each one of us. And so when we start talking about it, it's like a regular part of our conversation. People are more empowered. We're not dependent on a system that's like it's just going round and round. You drink something, then you get a side effect, you drink something else for it. But this has to be now part of the conversation. Tap into your healing system that is available inside of you. But we just need to know that it exists and tap into that and activate that. And the good news is that Albert Einstein said the future medicine will be the medicine of frequency. And there's a good news, because the future that he was talking about is already our today. Even though sickness, diseases are like popping up like popcorns, variants left and right, the future is already here. And so it can match, it can help us tackle all these challenges that we have in terms of the health, right? And so the future medicine will be the medicine of frequency. Why? Because we are energy beings. And so that is the future, and that's what will match. And the good thing is that we already have that in our devices. Now, for many years, people have been using energy healing without touching, or with it's non-invasive, right, in a way that they don't need to operate, they don't need to touch, maybe they don't even need to drink, but they harness energy for healing. But this is kind of limited in that there are only several people, like a group of people, that can do that. You need to be practicing it, you need to be a specialist on it, right? But the good news is with technology, that frequency, that healing frequency can now be harnessed. And it is in our amazing devices that we are going to show you tonight. But before we go there, it's noteworthy to also say that even hospitals are using frequency in their devices, in their gadgets, but that is in that setting. And so in the same way, we are able to use that for our wellness. And this is just one of the examples of using frequency. This is the PMF, pulse electromagnetic field. It is used by the NASA when the astronauts go out and they're out in space. Their body deteriorates faster, they age faster because they're not able to ground. Okay, and so they develop this, and now even if they are not on Earth, their cells heal faster, their cells regenerate, they recover faster, repair better, and even though they are not on Earth. So this is the power of technology. So PMF, it helps increase cellular growth and gene proliferation, and this is what they're using so that when they come home, they don't look like they aged, as that environment will really make them age. Another example is the resonance frequency therapy. So this is again just frequency. This is sound therapy. Dr. Anthony Holland and his team discovered that cancer cells shatter at a certain frequency, and they called it the 11th harmonic, and there is really an actual video. Can you imagine? This is mind-blowing. When it was my first time to see the video, it's just frequency, but it shattered the cancer cells. So that is just few of the examples of frequency, the power of frequency. And the good news is that we are harnessing one of the most powerful frequencies today, and this is called the terahertz frequency. So terahertz frequency is in the middle range. It's not electronic, it's not photonic, it's not radio wave, in the radio wave spectrum, it's not in the other side, which is where the X-ray spectrum is. It is in the middle. This is like the sweet spot, and it is good for the human body. So this is frequency. We're talking about frequency, and it's called terahertz frequency, and it's really one of the most amazing frequencies that even the scientists, American scientists, calls it the wave of life, because it matches the vibrational frequency of the human cell. So it's the wave of life. It's the frequency of life. The Japanese calls it the light of life, and the Chinese scientist calls it God's wave band. So they really attribute it to something beyond, right? So this frequency is a really powerful, and it tells you that the body is powerful, right? So in 2004, the US government called it one of the top 10 technologies that will change the future world. And indeed it has. We are already in 2024. It's being used in communication, in the G's out there, okay, and the aviation, biomedical. So it's been used already. So this is not really that new, although it's been harnessed in the modern times, but it is not that new. And now the good thing is that we can take advantage of this amazing, awesome frequency. So terahertz is a frequency that is safe, non-ionizing frequency. So it's not bad for the body. It can even pass through non-conducting materials like clothing. So when you go through a security in the airport, they're using terahertz so they can see through you, right, without having to remove all these other things. So this is safe, non-ionizing frequency. Again, it's terahertz. THZ, and there's already a lot of studies and scientific data that terahertz is very good for tackling health challenges like treatment of angina, treatment of diseases, including various cancers. So this is not from us. This is from third party And there's really a thread on it that terahertz is being used. This awesome frequency is being used to tackle a lot of health challenges, and it's out there, it's in the internet, so it is already settled. The point is that terahertz frequency has health benefits for the body. And the good news is that that frequency was developed, what was invented into a handheld device that you can have in your home. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Professor Yang Wenjun, and he has successfully invented the world's first terahertz light wave device. And as you can see here, it is like a bazooka. That's what they call it, like a bazooka. It was so big. But the good thing is that it's handheld. You can bring it where you need it. And during that time, it cost around $400,000. So that was the first. And yet he did not stop, because he could have just stopped and, just marketed it to the elite, but he did not stop, because this has become his passion. He set up his company, the Dishang, so that they specialize on terahertz products. And his other life work is just to work with his government. He's one of the think tank for the Chinese government. So this is the man behind our iTerra Care. And the good news is that Prife International is now in partnership to market this globally, and also to continue with the development of other products. So the iTerra Care has been shown to be very good for inflammation. So these are just some of the clinical test report, but using quantum value, okay? It got 5 stars for inflammation, 4 stars for comprehensive health quality. So overall health is very good. Malignant tumor, virus, diabetes, brain, lymph nodes, it got 4 stars for all of that. For skin, we have a lot of good testimonies. For skin, it's got 3 stars for that. Vaginitis, irregular menstruation, dysmenorrhea, and neurasthenia, it got 3 stars. But if you can focus on the number 2, comprehensive health quality, and number 1, which is the genesis of the one of the genesis of the diseases. So this has been really proven to be very good for that. So this is done by the Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology. So the tests are there. So we have a lot of product testimonies, but I just would like to see, okay, all right. So I just prefer that for this call, it will be a live testimony, okay, because we are doing this presentation for the United States and Canada as well. And so we have a lot of product testimonials already in the Philippines and all over the world, and they're really amazing. Like, can you believe it? But you better believe it when, and the thing is that sometimes it's really a blessing. Like here in the Philippines, like we don't have, sometimes it's so hard to get the procedures done, and so there's no other choice but use the iTerra Care, and the body functions and does its best, and is able to do its function to heal itself, because there's no other choice, right? And although I will not be sharing the testimonies that we usually share, this is one test done using the BioWell Perligan camera. So it captures the energy alignment, and it is shown here that this guy's energy alignment was just 75%. After blowing the iTerra Care for 15 minutes, 92% energy alignment. And I heard that when they did it longer, it became 100%. So when your energy points are aligned, the body can function better. It gives a huge boost to the body's innate healing system, and so the body can heal faster. So it's not the device that heals, but it's actually the body being given what it needs, the alignment that it needs, the optimization that the cells needs down to the cellular energy level, then the body will heal itself. So before we continue, we'd like to welcome Amy, Amy from Saskatchewan, Canada. Did I pronounce that well? And she would like to share her testimony.
Hi,
Hi,
it's Amy from
Amy.
Saskatchewan,
Okay,
Canada. Yeah, I
welcome.
have talked to you before actually.
Yes, now
But
I remember.
yeah, yes, and I'm the one. I love the iTero care. Oh, like I love everything about it. But I was just on the bio and your presentation. I've been screenshotting your slides. It's it's like they're so good, but I've been on the bio and I keep on forgetting not to touch my phone because now I kind of feel
Oh,
when
yeah.
you need to stay off of all your devices. It's very important. And
Everything
I
here
and I, that,
first.
but your presentation is so good, so I've been screenshotting and I'm like, oh, stop touching the phone. But I have lots of testimonials. I actually have a little therapy place here in my small town, and people come to visit me and I just help them out. I love it. I've been able to change many people's lives already, and I've just started it last. I've been using the iTerra since 2023 January. I got it actually in December, but I didn't use it until January. And I have swollen legs, and I've been talking. Well, I have lots of things, but anyway, I have swollen legs. I'll get down to it. I have swollen legs, and I've been wanting since, well, January of 2023. So I thought that my legs would be like 100% awesome, incredible, actually, is what I was thinking. And they're not. So and so I've been talking to Dr. Suma, and people know that he's for Prife. He's our, I think, I don't know, her chief officer, medical chief officer or whatever. But anyway, talk to him because I have a lady that has that I had wanted or I had given a session to, and she was on the bio late, and also I had wanted her. She has major problems, but anyway, it turns out that she has cancer. We didn't know that at the time, and the wand is kind of like made it come to head. But anyway, and she was like, she did not want to do the iTerra anymore, right? She was scared. She had not scared so much, but she had major pain going through her system, major pain. And so she's like, I never want to do this thing again, and stuff. And I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, let's get down to it. So of course, Terry is my sponsor, Terry Bernier, and then Sheila, and so go up the ranks. And here I end up talking to Dr. Suma about this. And after we were done with he's got her all fixed up. Well, not all fixed up, but her 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 problem is stopping. And next time I talk to her, I know it'll be going backwards just by going through and pushing through the pain and keeping on going. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about I have swollen ankles, very swollen ankles. I was in a car accident. To make a long story short, a serious head injury. Now I have like swollen ankles almost after, well, 29 years. Actually, I just had my anniversary. So Dr. Suma, I asked him about it because I'm like, I was I had higher expectations, which you shouldn't have expectations, but he asked me how long I've been wanting my legs. And I'm like, wanting my legs? I don't want my legs. I have like I didn't even think of wanting my legs. So now he's got me on a protocol, and I want each leg for 36 minutes. And I have a stand where, yeah, I put my Premium Plus in, and the stand just goes back and forth down my legs. So then I work on my lymph system. I work on the bottom of my feet, behind my knees and my groin area. And well, it's going on that leg, and then I do my left leg. I do the same thing with that, and then I flip over, and then when I'm flipped over and wanding my left leg, I am actually wanding my head and my vagus nerves and my thyroids and everything like this, and my shoulder. I have a sore shoulder, so, and not anymore, but I maintain that. But my legs, so I've been doing that since June 3rd, like, and my legs are finally they're going down, like, but I mean my legs were very swollen. If you've ever seen like old people with swollen legs, like cankle eggs and legs, and very painful. And now at this time is in Canada right now in Saskatchewan, probably about, it's I don't know, 7:30 p.m. And by then my legs are very swollen usually, and now they're not so much. So I'm seeing great progress, but I'm just saying it takes time. It takes so much
Right.
time to just to do it, right? And you just got to be committed because it will work for absolutely everybody, and I tell people that this is the very best thing that has ever happened to me in my whole entire life. So, like it gives a person hope, and you can help so many people. And this is an incredible device, right?
Yeah.
And so people that haven't used it.
Oh, oh, I think you got muted. Okay. I think you got muted, Amy.
There, sorry, I did. Yes, sorry, I did. But everybody needs it, and I don't want to take up any more time. So, I love to hear everybody's stories, and this is and what Prive is doing for us, and with all these Zooms and training and everything like this, and it just makes it hard not to share this device, even if you don't want to be in the business.
Thank you
So,
so much, Amy, for
yeah, thank
sharing.
you.
Thank you for joining and sharing. You're one of those people that keep the fire going, keep the fire burning and spreading it, because maybe it's not really that much like we don't need anything that drastic right now, but maybe
Right,
the next person and the next person does. So, and
right.
it gives them just a relief. So that's really great. So thank you, Amy,
You're
for
welcome.
sharing.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, uh, we'll go back to the presentation, but that's right. When you this presentation is just about giving everybody an awareness that about all these things, and awareness on that we are energy, awareness that these products are available. But when you start getting in, when you already have the device, it is an ongoing process, learning process, and we have materials, the protocols that will really help the body achieve the result that it needs. But that's one of the things that I would like to say, is that keep blowing until you get the result that you want, until you get the result that you deserve. Okay, so it's not, the mindset should really shift from, everything is instant, everything is instant. No, allow the body the time, give it the gift of time to go through that process. Okay, so now let's continue with our presentation. So what is in all of our devices that makes it really more effective, more smart, safe? It is the 3-in-1 core technology. So out there are other devices, like maybe a terahertz device, but our iTerracare devices has the 3-in-1 core technology, and that's what makes it so powerful indeed. Okay, and it works hand in hand with the body system. We also need to understand that part. But terahertz frequency basically resonates with the cell's frequency. So it vibrates and activates the cells so that the cells will do their job. That's the bottom line. And it also eliminates the bad cells in the process. So there is a process. Next is the quantum energy in it. The quantum energy really, aside from removing the radiation, okay, that's one of the benefits of the quantum energy, is that it energizes our cells to its optimum level so that it can function at its best, and also helps balance the bodily system, strengthens the body, and the healing energy that is innate is produced. Okay, and it allows for the terahertz frequency to penetrate deeper. So terahertz devices out there can penetrate as deep only, but with the quantum energy in our product, it's able to penetrate up to 30 times. And so that makes it more effective, more powerful. And finally, the optical quartz in our device amplifies the healing frequency even more. So this is made up of proprietary exclusive mineral ingredients using this proprietary technology. And so this is like the real deal. So the Shang technology is using this technology to produce the optical quartz in our devices. So maybe there are copycats out there, but they cannot do it because first of all, they don't mean business in terms of this technology. So this optical quartz also mimics 1/40th of the sunlight's energy. And most of the people are not able to enjoy the sun, just like Amy. She's able to enjoy some sunshine at her place right now. But because of schedules of the time of our work, we're not able to go out under the sun, and we really need that we need the energy of the sun. And so it's sunlight, sunshine, anytime, anywhere. So that's really great. And it strengthens the auric field of the body. The auric field of the body is the first line of defense. Although it looks, we can see our skin, but we have a first line of defense, but it is weakened because of the radiation all around us. So when we do the eye care, because of the optical quartz, the quantum energy, and of course terahertz, it activates and even strengthens our auric field. So that's the 3-in-1 core technology that is in all of our eye care devices. So it is in our eye care Pro. This is the best one to get. The first one was $400,000, the prototype, but now this is around $4,000 there in the United States. So it is really already just a fraction of the cost. So this has a 3-in-1 core technology in 2021 because of the heart that every household should have, this eye care. So they developed this 4th generation, the red hot chili pepper. This is like $400 in the United States. And so anybody can enjoy the eye care with just $400 unit. But if you have the capability to go for the Pro, go for the Pro. What's the difference? It's turbo, it's faster. So it's best for you to get the Pro, but if not, you can start where you are. And another option is the eye care Purple Fire, the Premium Plus. So this has other features like timer of 2 minutes, and you can use it for longer period. So you can also get that. Of course, the price is like, I think double. I don't know the price in the United States right now, that I have to check, but this is also one of the option. You can talk to the person that invited you. And so all of this has the 3-in-1 core technology. And let's talk about the 5 features. So you will have a lot of many benefits, but basically it will activate your cells. That's what it does. The number 2 activates our cells, and so there will be that domino effect in terms of health. So first is the penetration. You don't have this in any other device, as I told you, because of the 3-in-1 core technology. So it can penetrate up to the bone marrow. It can go as far as 20 to 30 centimeters. So it is able to penetrate the bone marrow, activate the stem cells there, and even clear blockages non-invasively. So you don't need an operation, but you need time. Okay, keep blowing, keep doing that. But that is the powerful penetration that it can. You're just blowing it, but it's already penetrating down the bone marrow. Activation, identification, just like what we said, stops the growth of abnormal mutated cells. And safety, it operates again because of the quantum energy, zero radiation, the frequency being emitted has zero radiation, so it's very safe. Even your cell phone has radiation, but this one has no radiation. It's user friendly. even children can operate, elderly can operate, but it's good for you to have those devices that can just hold the iTeracare device for you. But those are just added service. You can talk to the person that invited you. But we live in a very fast-paced life, but using the iTeracare saves you a lot of time. An hour of iTeracare therapy is equal to 40 times of massage in terms of health benefits, okay? 30 times of gua sha, 20 times of cupping, 10 times of acupuncture. So, if you don't have an excuse anymore. So you are giving yourself so much more. Just how many minutes of iTeracare? How much more? We do not recommend that you use this if you are pregnant, okay? So just drink the water. You can charge your water, blow the water, and you can drink that, but please don't blow it on yourself if you are pregnant. If you are in your cycle period, it's better not to use it because your blood flow will be more like, it's like for some people it's like they're urinating blood because the blood flow is better. So if you are on your period, do not blow, especially on the abdominal area. But there are some people who insist to do that. They feel like they like it better because, well, that's their choice and they do that, but we don't recommend. Open wound, fractured bones, if you need to go to the hospital, go to the ER. Don't blow it, especially when it is still bleeding. And this is the most important. If you have any implants, heart, stent in the heart, any objects implanted, even lens in the eye, do not blow it directly where the implant is. You can blow in other areas, other parts of the body, but do not blow where the implant is, because this is, again, frequency. And also it is hot, all right, although the Pro has a cool setting, but basically because of the frequency, please do not blow it directly where the implant. So Prife International is not just all about blowers. Prife International is positioned to be the world leader in human health using the most advanced frequency products today. So it is a hub with a mission to allow people to achieve the prime of their life, and we're always able to have these high-tech frequency devices available for the masses, for the market, for the bigger market, because we need more than just the blower to achieve the human health, all right? And so we are able to welcome all these amazing devices. And tonight we'll talk about the most powerful combination for ultimate human health, because I know that you are here because you are already in this health journey, and as we go in the journey, we discover new things. So we are discovering more and more about the human health as we are in this journey. And this is the trilogy of wellness, and you'll see why we need these three products. These are vital keys to achieve ultimate human health. So this comprises of the iTera Bio, OxyTap, iTeracare. Why do we need that? Because the body needs this methylation. So it is a process that converts raw materials into usable form that the body can use. Otherwise, we have deficiency. Remember, we learned a while ago that deficiency is like the 0.1 in the process of illnesses and diseases. So if we can tackle deficiency, then we have more chances to have an effect on our health. But the body needs this process called methylation so that the food supplements, the organic food, all the good stuff that you're taking in can be processed. Otherwise, you're not taking advantage of that. If not, you are just wasting. And so a lot of people still have deficiency, even though there's already a lot of food supplementation. So I'm not saying you stop that. I'm saying let's kick in this methylation process in your body. Let's start this process so that the body can absorb what it needs, because the body needs all those nutrients. Their body needs that. And so we do this methylation process. Let's have this in our body. And what do we need? We need earthing. It's actually quite simple. Grounding, we need oxygenation, breath work, proper breath work. We need sunlight. So it's so basic, right? But the reality of our time is that we are not able to enjoy this, to have this. And this is a recommendation out of the study, 22 years of experience by this guy, Gary Brecka. He's a human biologist, biohacker, longevity expert, and he can predict with 85% accuracy by the month and year of a person's death. So after this 22 years of experience, he has now shifted for it to become more of a mission to empower people. And he discovered that these three things are needed by the body to activate that methylation process. So three things we need that nature provides to achieve human health: earthing, grounding, the magnetism from the earth. It discharges us from all the electromagnetic radiation, all the negative charges. It discharges it into the ground. And also our body becomes more alkaline. pH is better in our body when we ground. It's that simple, right? If we can just live by the beach or live where there's a garden, so good for you. Do this. Even as we still do this, if you have an access to a soil, all right? Grounding is very important. Breath work, oxygenation, oxygen from air. But the sad reality is that the more people are here, and we live in concrete jungles, we live in rooms, boxed rooms, and so we are breathing in recycled air. And the food that we eat, they're processed, they're cooked, they don't have the right amount of oxygen anymore. It should be living food, but now we're eating processed food. And so we have an oxygen pandemic already. And you'll see later on the impact of having less oxygen. So we need oxygen. The body needs this for the methylation. And finally, the sunlight. We are actually meant to spend 85% of our time outdoors, but we're told to use the umbrella, put the sunscreen. We're told that it's cancerous. It's actually a shift. It's because of those things that we put on our skin. But the general public is already mindset to hide from the sun. And so the farther away we move from these three things, the sicker we become. We have a sick society. That is why we have a very sick society, because we've been programmed in the wrong direction. We've been hiding from the sun, right? And we're like living in places with air-conditioned rooms, right? Air-conditioned cars. So we are moving away from these three things. That's why we have a very sick society. And so it's very good for business, but we do not want this to continue for the next generation. So Gary Brecka, he saw the problem, and now he developed a solution. Either you're part of the problem or you have a solution. So this is his solution, the superhuman protocol. It costs $150,000. It gives you grounding. It gives you oxygen. It gives you sunlight. And those people, rich people, elite, can afford this. Good for them. And it has been really so effective. The good news is that Prife International is also giving this solution for the public. We have the bio for grounding, the OxyTap for oxygenation, and the iTerra Care devices for sunlight. and it's just a fraction of the cost. You'll see later on, it will not cost you $150,000. It is within reach. You can even get them one by one. And you know what? Your family deserves this. Every household needs this three things. We cannot continue anymore in that cycle. Or if you can commit to grounding, if you have that access to that, just do these three things on a daily basis if you want to impact your body and the next generation. So they have to be part of the change. So the PMF that we talked about being used by NASA is in our bio. And so that provides for the grounding. Just sit on it and PMF, and it's already giving you the same effect as when you ground. And you can see that after the PMF therapy, the cells from being clumped together, they have more space. They become unclumped. So oxygenation is even better. And it increases oxygen delivery, nutrients delivery, increases circulation. You're just sitting there, the blood circulation is going on, decreases plaque buildup, and decreases work on heart, because the body is already having a good circulation. So it's not all about the heart doing that. And of course, if you remain in that state, there's a lot of disadvantages. iTerabio also has other benefits, okay? Not just the PMF. It promotes metabolism, purifies the body, dietary fat burner, body shaping. And so when you just sit there for 30 minutes, you can read, you can watch, you can do whatever else you're doing while your feet is on it. It's like you already have a workout of 2 hours. So it's really an amazing product to have. It has the 3+1 core technology. It has the terahertz waves. Can you imagine? You're just sitting there. You already have that negative ions, graphene, far infrared, plus the PEMF. Next is the OxyTap. The OxyTap is not an oxygen water. It is oxygen infuser. All right, out in the market, we already have oxygen water, but that's produced using gas. They're using the other way. But OxyTap is using your own water, and there is a process going on so that the oxygen, dissolved oxygen, is now in your water, and so the body can absorb it even better, 6 to 8 times better. So it's even better than breathing. You know, you might have that oxygen mask, but when you drink it, dissolved oxygen is distributed in your bloodstream and absorption is better. And oxygenation is very, very important, and everybody's going wild about it. There's even oxygen bars, but this one, it's right at the comfort of your home and is even more effective because they have discovered the importance of oxygen to the cell. Oxygen is like the energy, is like the power, is like the currency of the cell. So they need that ATP. And when our oxygen level goes down, we experience hypoxia. And what do? We reach for the candy bar, we reach for something sweet just so that our energy level can go up again. But the sad thing is that you experience sugar crash, right? Like you get the high, but the low is even worse than before you had that sugar in your body. And sugar, is very bad. And in terms of energy level, the currency of that, if we will put a value, is just 2 ATP, the energy level. But when you have the actual oxygen, it has 32 ATP. That is the level or the strength of that energy. So when a cell has enough oxygen, It has all, it can heal the cell easily, it can repair the cell easily, keep the cells young and alive. So it's really not anti-aging anymore, it's reverse aging. It helps fight infection, and the most important one is remove cancerous cells. Why? Because a cell that is deprived of 30% of its oxygen requirement for 2 days will become cancerous. It may become cancerous. So no wonder why cancer is, there's a lot of people who has cancer nowadays, because we are deprived of oxygen. So all normal cells have a requirement. Can you say that requirement? Like it is a need for oxygen. But cancer cells can live without oxygen. So you deprive your cell of oxygen, then there's more chances of it becoming a cancerous cell. So oxygen is very important. That's why it's important to have the oxytap in our houses. And the good thing is, when you wake up in the morning, you drink the oxytap, the water from the oxytap, you already experience immediately high elevated emotions. Normally when you wake up, you're like drowsy, and your energy levels are low. But with the oxytap right at the comfort of your home, you can enjoy this high elevated emotion without a drug. Okay, and finally, the eye care provides for the sunlight. So this is really a powerful combination, the 3-in-1, the trilogy of health. That's what we call it, the iTerra Care, Oxytap, and iTerra Bio. So the good thing is that Prife International has prepared a referral program, so that if you can only afford to get one of these amazing devices, by referring, you can get the other products. So these are our other incredible products. In the United States, again, it's $4,000 for the Pro, and for the Bio, it's 4,500 US dollars. For the Oxytap here in the Philippines, it's $4,900. There might be a price difference as usual for the United States. Like here in the Philippines, iTerra Bio is 4,200. So there is a price difference, and I believe that we are on pre-order basis already here in the Philippines, because it's gone. Okay, and if your stock is nearby, has the Oxytap, good for you, get that. So these are the prices, and the good thing is that when you get your product, you can already do the referral program. So all the products will give you a global account, so that you can refer anywhere in the world. And we have an amazing flexible referral program. You can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, or you can even choose to get your, it can be part of your wealth creation, because you can earn up to $3,750 every day just in one of the bonus programs that we have. So that's just the start, but please talk to the person that invited you. She or he can guide you through this, but the most important thing is to first get your product. It's very easy to place the order, and this is again a movement. It is a movement, and as long as, like Amy over there, willing to carry on that fire, that torch of fire, we can really light up the world in a global scale. And we know that we have barely just begun. We are still at the pioneering stage, so you can be part of this movement. And the good thing is, it is a mission with commission. So it's really great to be doing something that is also have that will allow people to experience, change in terms of their health and even their wealth. So our headquarters is in Malaysia, and we are already all over the world, and we are setting up our branches. Like recently we have reopened India. Now we are opening Japan in the works, Korea, and we are really setting the groundwork for a long-term business. So our BODs, the founders of our company, envision Prife International to be a legacy company. So come be part of us. One Prife, one team, one family. Please use the product, share the product, and grow with Prife International. So thank you so much for joining tonight's presentation. If you are in the United States or in the other side of the world, good morning, great day for those watching in Asia, and have a wonderful day. And let's be part of the change in our neighbor's life.